Are y'all ready for some football? Yes, 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 yes. I know I am. Well, this week, 32 teams going to work this week. I mean, there's a lot of headlines, a lot of players holding out. We got a lot of injuries. We got a lot of unknowns. And for CJ Stroud, man, I'm glad. Is the pressure off? Because DeMeco Ryans has announced CJ Stroud as the starter against the Patriots. Something we already knew, but for some reason DeMeco Ryans want to prolong this thing. He don't want to give the fans and the media something juicy about he's our starting quarterback. You kind of can understand that a little bit. You kind of want him to work for it. We know he's going to be the starter. He just wants him to earn it, get respect from his teammates. But we already know what it is. This quarterback position is for CJ Stroud to lose. That's the only way he wouldn't be the starter for week 1 in a regular season if he just comes out there don't look good at all. He go out there, he don't have to do nothing dynamic. He just don't turn over the ball and he's making his key plays, handing it off, just not doing nothing to lose the ball game. So if he just looks basic and simple, he has the job. But if he goes out there like he never played football before, and then you have to start thinking, maybe he's not ready yet. Maybe we need to start Davis Mills, and like we talked about earlier, bring him in week 6 or something like that if he's more ready, up to date. I don't think that's going to happen. This guy's proven. He is the Ohio State Buckeye star, so he's been under pressure before. I don't think he will come out there and look like a deer caught in headlights, so I'm looking for some good things from him, and just can't wait to see him out on the field. We've been waiting real long through this summer and training camp, and now we get to see him in a real live game and see all the tools that he's working with. So we can't wait to see that happen. As far as everybody else, you got certain players holding out, trying to renew their contracts, and rightfully so. I mean, this is the NFL, dangerous sport. You want to get what's coming to you, and you better get it early while you're hot and while you're young, because it ain't guaranteed down the end after you get more battered and bruised, and then your stock market just goes down. But all in all, can't wait to the end of this week, starting on Thursday, then going all the way down to Sunday. So all 32 teams going to be active for their first preseason game. We're going to get into the preseason schedule, the times, and the day they're going to play, just in case somebody is living under a rock. I don't know. It's possible. So we're going to get into that. Before we do, we're going to take a quick CB, and we'll be right back. So let's pull this up. At the top, as you can see, Texans and Patriots. Like I say, looking forward to that. Get CJ Stroud out there. Got a lot of new players for this ball club, and you want them to put their talent out there and see what happens. That one will be at 6 p.m. on Thursday. Right after that, at 9 p.m., you got the Vikings and the Seahawks. So really, all these teams, man, is something you want to. I mean, I know people got their favorite teams, but I'm gonna try to watch majority all of them just to see what's going on in it. But when it's the preseason, you got new players that have been drafted. You had trades, so you want to see how teams are feeling, what they're looking for this year, and what kind of style they're gonna play. So it's good to just peek in. You don't have to watch the whole game, but peek in, especially for that first quarter is key. Mostly the first half, but first quarter for sure. You want to see who's out there because they're going to be hyped up. You're going to get high speed. They're full of energy. They haven't played against anybody else. I mean, they got joint practices and things like that going on, but with referees and you got the crowd involved and it feels like a real game, people going to be flying around trying to make a name for themselves. So I would tune in if I was you. Friday, August 11th at 6 p.m., you got the Giants at the Lions. So that'll be a good one. The Lions this year, they're expected to be pretty good, unless they fall on their face. But a lot of people are expecting these Lions to start moving up in the ranks. They've been down so many years, man. I mean, it's time for them to turn the leaf. They've just been down. I want to see the Lions do well. It's time to get some new blood in the playoffs, at least attempting to get into the playoffs. But yeah, look out for them Lions this year. Also at 6 p.m., you got the Steelers and the Bucks. Who thinks Baker Mayfield is going to win this job for the Bucks at quarterback? He's been bouncing around. Remember when he was in Cleveland, everybody had high hopes for him. The whole city was behind him, thought that was their guy. But like I say, man, this is the NFL. You don't know where you're going to end up. You don't know where your career is going to be headed to. I mean, you can have all the talent, but certain things happen, injuries, or you lose confidence, or somebody else behind you playing better than you are. The next thing you know, you can be shipped out of town. So it's going to be funny watching Baker Mayfield in a Bucs uniform and possibly being a starting quarterback. We'll see if he'll win that job. For the Steelers, I think it might be tomorrow. I'm going to break down a division bracket. See who's going to be leading, who's going to be at the top of their division. Just see how it falls 1 through 4. We'll check that out. But the Steelers, this should be a year they try to get back on track. Used to that franchise winning and being successful, especially always in the playoffs. So they should have a little something to prove and try to get back in the hunt. At 6 p.m. again, you got the Packers and the Bengals. That should be a good preseason game to watch. Hopefully Joe Burrow can get himself back. I wonder how many games he's going to miss. Hopefully not much, but he might miss a few regular season games. Hopefully not, but we'll see. I'm not no doctor. We'll see how this is going to work out for him. And the Packers finally got Love at the helm, so they releasing him. See if he can hold it down after Aaron Rodgers headed out of town. 6 p.m. on the board as well, you got the Falcons and the Dolphins. Dolphins, they should be there. They should be in the hunt. You got Tua over there. He can stay healthy. See big things coming from Miami Dolphins. As far as the Falcons, to me, they're going to be on the bottom tier. I don't see the Falcons. Me personally, I don't see them making the playoffs.
Oh, that's not good.
I know that's not a shocker, but I'm just saying, I don't see the Falcons making the playoffs. Let's go down here. Okay. At 6:30 p.m., you got the Commanders and the Browns. Commanders under new ownership. Let's give a congratulations to that. No doubt about it. Magic Johnson, co-owner. That man there is just willing and dealing, ain't he? They even talking about possibly changing the team's name. And I can understand that. If I was a new owner coming in, why not? I mean, you didn't make that name up, so they want to come up with their... Actually, I have a few names that Washington can use. Probably won't say them now, but I got a few good names that would be perfect for that football team. Because I don't want them to use it and then, they're not going to give me credit for it and they use a name that I came up with. Because I'm just good with creating names and coming up with slogans. So if they're interested, just reach out to me. It won't be hard at all. Change that Commanders on over. 9 p.m. you got Broncos and Cardinals. Russell Wilson, big season for him. All that hype going around and all that trash talking from his coach, they going to have to produce. And as far as the Cardinals, they'll be borderline. They'll be borderline. Their quarterback just got to make sure he's healthy, and he go out there and earn his money. Guys getting paid, earn his money. All right, 12 p.m. on Saturday, got Titans and Bears. Bears probably gonna be close to the bottom of their division.
Oh, that's not good.
I hate to say, but yeah, they're not gonna be at the top of their division. They're gonna be muddling along. And the Titans should be up there. But like I said, I'll go to the division standings and where I'm gonna place these teams. At least they're gonna be my picks, 1 through 4. Who's gonna lead the division? Who's gonna come last? Excuse me. But the Titans won't be last. I will tell y'all that much. DeAndre Hopkins over there finally got them a good wide receiver. Gonna see if he can knock off a little rust and see if he can stay healthy and prove he's still able to play. 12 p.m. you got Colts and you got the Bills. We already know about the Bills. Big year for their quarterback as well, Josh Allen, on the cover of Madden 24. So he's got to come in and he's got to prove something too. It's time for him to get deep into the playoffs. So I'm looking for big things coming from Buffalo. And as far as the Colts, I'm expecting the Texans to be ahead of them in that division this year. But like I said, we're going to get into the division. I don't want to. That's for tomorrow. We'll check out the division. 3 p.m. Jets and Panthers. Aaron Rodgers. That's going to be must-watch TV. Preseason going to be must-watch TV in the regular season. Everybody want to see what Aaron Rodgers is going to do this year. So there's going to be a lot of hype going around that team. They're playing against the Panthers, and that's going to be a good one. Got the young new quarterback over there, Panthers. They're going to be something special to watch. I mean, that can go either way for the Panthers. Either they can, shoot out of the gate, or they can, struggle a little, muddle a line around the bottom. It just depends on how these young players, how quickly they get acclimated. We already know what Bryce Young can do. And he comes out of the gate projected to what he's supposed to do. Could be some good things. But that'll be a good highlight for a preseason. Jets and Panthers at 3 p.m. That's NFL Network. On Saturday, 4 p.m., you got the Jaguars and the Cowboys. Even if it's preseason, I want the Cowboys to lose. I don't care if they're playing marbles. I want the Cowboys to lose. But Cowboys are projected just like every year to be at the top. It don't matter what kind of players they have on their team. Don't matter how they struggled the previous year. They always going to project it to win the Super Bowl, right? Well, yeah, Jaguars, I'm looking for big things from them too. No doubt about that. I always looked at the Jaguars. They just tough. That's a grit and grind team right there. They know how to win games when it's like 3-6. They know how to drag out football games. But yeah, with Lawrence, I love him as a quarterback. He's going to be starting to emerge. He needs to get up in the conversation with the top 5 quarterbacks. So looking for him to move up the ranks too. I like him though. Look like a volleyball beach player. 6 p.m. Eagles and Baltimore Ravens. 6 p.m. NFL Network. Y'all think there's any chance I'll be tuning in on that game? Is it a small chance I might just take a peek at it? But that'll be a good highlight. Eagles and Ravens don't get no better than that, even in the preseason. You got to take a little peek and see what's going on. Yeah, we got Lamar Jackson's back with that big payday. And this is a make-or-break year for him. Not make-or-break meaning that if he don't play well, then we just take all his money away. I'm not talking about that. I mean, the where people are going to say, okay, this is what we're going to get. He's good dressing, he got the olives and the cucumbers and all the croutons all over his salad. But when he gets to the final dance, it's all wet, it's damp, it's soggy, it's no more good. So hopefully he don't have that asterisk by his name. Let's go down to 8 p.m. Chargers and Rams. These two teams, they kind of remind me of each other a little bit for some reason. But look for the Chargers to come in and do some things too. Man, we got a lot of great quarterbacks in this league. I mean, really. I mean, we got at least, I think, 10 real good quarterbacks in this league. I mean, that can shuffle. It just depends on what year you come in, but they can shuffle and switch spots. And they all compete for Super Bowls. Can't let Patrick Mahomes get all of them. I mean, we got to start shuffling this around a little bit. But they're going to have to fight for it. But yeah, man, some great talent at the quarterback position in the NFL these days. And as far as the Rams, they feeling like they got to get back. They've dropped off the last couple of years. They just haven't looked themselves. They've been having some injuries as well, too, so you're going to have to give them a little pass. But yeah, Stafford come in, get back on his groove. They definitely got to get Cooper Kupp back in there good and healthy. And they can get it back rolling, catch that magic. And then we're going down to Sunday, August 13th. NFL Network, you got the Chiefs and the Saints. We got the Carr over there with the Saints. That's going to feel a little weird. Derek Carr, quarterback of the Saints. That's going to take some getting used to. Those colors. He has a lot to prove too. Man, it's got so many quarterbacks that have a lot to prove coming into this season. That's why I say it's going to be must watch. This year, you're going to find out a lot of things about a lot of players, and especially these quarterbacks. Derek Carr just switching teams. Had a little struggles over there with the Raiders. He want to come and prove that, hey, man, it's not me. I can play quarterback position. I just need a new environment. Now I'm going to go and get these Saints into the playoffs and see what we can do after that. If he can pull that off, oh yeah, that'd be big for them and for him. And as far as the Chiefs, I mean, they don't need no more. I mean, they're defending champs. Somebody has to knock them off. So it's business as usual for them. And does somebody come up, stick their chest out, and say, no, you're not the big boy on the block no more. We're taking you down. Until that happens, who's going to stop this team? Tell you what, the Eagles can stop them. That Super Bowl showed me that. Because it wasn't offense. We can score points and keep up with this team. It's about, can we stop them? And I believe we can. And it should have never turned. Look at me. I'm going all over this Super Bowl rant and stuff again. I keep telling myself I'm going to stop doing that. There's a new year coming in. Okay, let's move on. Oh. Whoosah. Okay, let's go. 3 p.m. NFL Network, 49ers and Raiders. So a little rivalry there. We already know the 49ers are going to be right in the hunt. Actually, do I have them winning their division? I think I do. Do I? Oh, no, I don't. I think I got on one or second. One of them. One or two. We got the Raiders. Devontae Adams. If they want to keep him and keep him happy, they better start winning some ball games. He has some stuff to prove coming in, too. I know you're thinking he's one of the top wide receivers in the game for a while. What does he have to prove? Well, had a couple of rumbles going on over there with that team. You know, a couple of comments he's been making. So a lot of eyes on him. So he want to keep the pressure on and keep playing well, because he's an easy target for somebody to start talking about him if he's starting to drop balls, his numbers don't go up, or he's not playing the way he's always played. He's an easy target because people can look at him and say, I don't like the way this guy talks, I don't like the way he acts, but he's a producer. And I don't see him falling off anytime soon. High competitor guy. He likes to compete. He has wonderful hands. He's a magnificent route runner. So it's just going to jump up the charts for him. And I'm pretty sure he's a little upset a little bit because he probably still believes he's the best wide receiver in the game. I know he's been hearing about all these other guys, Justin Jefferson, Tyreek Hill. So I know he's been hearing about these guys. What are you talking about? They're the best now. Well, y'all forgot about me? I know I had a couple of kinks and nicks, but come on. So yeah, he wants to come in and prove some things. So yeah, it's going to be very exciting to check those Rams out this year. So that should do it for the preseason. All 32 teams going to war this week. So it's going to be some exciting. Football's back. I'm enjoying it. Know y'all are enjoying it. So it's time to get this season underway. See what's going on. And hope everybody can get healthy. That's the main thing. That what makes me nervous a little bit in this preseason. You want everybody to come out healthy in this preseason. You don't want anybody injured. So if they can do that, it will be wonderful. Healthy is the key in the preseason. You got to make it out of training camp, all of these scrimmages, these joint practices, going into all these preseason games, which is 3. And if you can come out healthy, it's going to benefit your team. And that's why they're a little skeptical even putting starters out there. They put them out there for one drive and then they're out. Can you blame them? I mean, one key injury in the NFL can ruin your season if it's the right player that's getting injured. So you don't want to risk that. So you want some clean, good football. And as fans, we want those starters out there every game. I know it. As fans, we want to see the stars out there. But it really doesn't make sense, and you can understand it's a business. And if you was an owner, you wouldn't have your star quarterback, star running back, star wide receiver, key offensive lineman, defensive stoppers out there on that field too long either. You want them healthy going into that regular season. So that is very understandable. But all in all, just look at it as you watching football. You're glad it's back. Don't expect the starters to be out there or at any time at all. So just going to be glad to see that pigskin getting thrown around. And know the regular season is right there upon us. So good luck to everybody out there for this season. Everybody jockeying for position, trying to position themselves for home field advantage, for playoff contention. And the pressure is on. So y'all enjoy y'all terrible Tuesday. We gonna get up out of here. Don't forget to check out the Twitter at Goodymo17. Wherever you podcast, check those out. And Goodymo Gaming. Gameplay is gonna be off the charts this year for the NFL on Madden. Best gameplay in the business. Come on, what you talking about? So we gotta roll it. And so y'all enjoy y'all terrible Tuesday. This is GSQH. Shouts out to the quick hitters and the short crew. And we out of here. Peace.